Hello, confident cooks. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see, today we're making some roasted sweet potatoes. Be sure to watch all the way to the end because I'm going to show you a very tasty way to have it for breakfast. Alright, let's get into it. Let's fill up a bowl of water so we can submerge our sweet potatoes after cutting them. Now we'll need 3 sweet potatoes. They all weigh about 225 grams, altogether about 980 grams. And we're using orange sweet potatoes. Some people in the US call them yams. How do you call them? I grew up calling them sweet potatoes. They're purple sweet potatoes, they're orange sweet potatoes, they're white sweet potatoes. I mean, all kinds. Alright, after cutting up our sweet potatoes, like I said, we're going to submerge them in the water to reduce the starch from them as well as to reduce any dryness. Let us preheat our oven to about 425 degrees Fahrenheit, which would be about 220 degrees Celsius. Now we're going to salt the water that we have soaked as the potatoes to also help reduce the starch and to help season the skin as well as the flesh, since we'll be roasting it so you can have some flavor. Now let's dry out our sweet potatoes on a clean, dry kitchen napkin. And after that, we're going to dry it out completely with another set of napkin. After wiping dry our sweet potatoes, let's place them on our baking sheet so we can season them. If you did not watch last week's episode, I'm going to link it right up at the top of this video as well as in the description because we made our own homemade cinnamon powder and you don't want to miss it. We're using half a teaspoon of it to season our sweet potatoes to bring out a sweetness, together with 1 tablespoon of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and half a teaspoon of coarse kosher salt. And what we're going to do is rub these seasonings into the flesh as well as the skin of the sweet potatoes. I don't know about you, but I love to eat the skin of the sweet potatoes because they have extra fiber and they're good for you. Alright, I'm adding in a little bit more of kosher salt because I'm going to be photographing these and I want them to look aesthetically pleasing. Okay, let's add in 3 to 4 fresh sage leaves. You can add rosemary, you can add thyme, but here's the trick. If you want these leaves to infuse their flavor into your sweet potatoes, we have to oil them to activate their system to release their flavor into our sweet potatoes to give them the flavor that we're looking for. Now let's roast our sweet potatoes. And we're going to have it in there for about 40 minutes. And after that, I'll show you a very nifty way to know that they are ready. While our sweet potatoes are roasting, if you're curious about any of the products I used in this video, be sure to check out all the links below. Now let's make some oatmeal porridge. If you follow me on Instagram or on TikTok, you know I eat oatmeal almost every single day. And we're going to make a really basic recipe that I like to use to make my oatmeal recipes and top them up with whatever it is that comes to mind. My oatmeal recipes literally take about 5 minutes to make. Hey, if you're really interested in me putting together a whole separate video of different oatmeal recipes with toppings, I'll be glad to do that. So be sure to add all of those in the comments below. Alright, now that our sweet potatoes are all done roasting, let's actually make sure that they're done. And I'm using the toothpick method. I'm piercing the sweet potatoes gently, and when they have a nice give, I know they're all done. But hey, here's what to look out for in next week's episode. I am celebrating my 29th birthday and I'm so grateful to God to be able to share this amazing celebration with you. I'm making apple galette. You gotta be there, so watch out for it. Alright, now let's get back to the present. Here's numero uno of how I like to have my sweet potatoes. You could have with a nice side of salad, some quinoa, brown rice, grilled salmon, you name it. I'm doing a happy dance, so it's already on point. Alright, let's try out our next method. We're gonna slice up our sweet potatoes. Actually, we're dicing it. You can also slice it and pour all your oatmeal in your favorite bowl and top your oatmeal with your sweet potatoes. You guys, this right here is a total game changer. I have some crunchy almond butter on there with a dust of cinnamon and a nice touch of fresh mint leaves. I mean, you gotta try it out, and when you try it out, tag me on Instagram or TikTok at Creative Phebe. Alright, and with that said, I'm gonna see y'all next week. Be sure to come, share this video, like it, and subscribe, and Happy cooking. Bye.